Shabbat Shalom everyone. This week it is Parshat Behaalotecha. And one of the things that we are going to learn in this week's Parsha is about the heavenly bread, the man, the bread that would rain down every single day. A portion of bread Hashem will send to the children of Israel while they were traveling the wilderness for the 40 years before they received the precious Torah at Har Sinai. So every day the heavenly bread arrived in the Succah of Moses, Moshe Rabbeinu. Also inside the Midbar, it would be a special spring of water was accompanying them while they were traveling in the Succah of Miriam Hanabi'ah, the sister of Moshe Rabbeinu, and also the clouds of glory, a canopy that would lead Am Yisrael to the various destinations before they would come inside the Midbar on the 40th year. That was in the Succah of the Moshe's brother Aaron HaKohen. So what's interesting, this heavenly bread, what was so special about it? Like the Torah is relating over in the Parshah this week. So it was very, very, very special, because this bread that was rained down every single day for Am Yisrael, for the people to sustain themselves, it could taste like whatever they wanted. They wanted it to taste like steak or shawarma. It had that taste. Hummus, falafel. It would taste like that pizza or a dessert, a chocolate cake. It would taste like that. However, during the course of the time inside the Midbar, they seemingly got fed up of eating it, and they complained to Hashem, and they said they wanted meat. They wanted to eat meat. They were complaining about the delicacies they received inside Mitzrayim, inside Egypt, that they had cucumbers over there and onions and everything else. And they complained to Hashem. They said they didn't want any more of this bread, any of their heavenly bread anymore. They just wanted to have meat now. They wanted slav. So Hashem rained upon them a lot of slav, a lot of meat, and they satiated some of the complainers, the rebel rousers, complained so much, and since they ate so much meat over a course of period where every day there were a lot of people that suffered death because of the abundance of meat they had and all the complaining that they did. But, one could argue that, if one eats the bread every single day, it might be difficult to eat. They want something else. However, this was first of all a lack of gratitude and a lack of faith to Hashem. This signaled out that all the complaining and the rebel rousing they were doing for this meat, and all the complaining after Hashem had performed the 10 miracles in Egypt and brought them into the Midbar and ready to receive the Torah. However, this bread, we know it could taste whatever you want it to taste, like as I related before. So why are they complaining? They've got everything. They've got their needs over here. They don't even need to work and everything else. They just need faith in Hashem. They need harmony inside the desert and everything else, and get prepared to receive the Torah at Mount Sinai. However, we know that during the 40 years inside the Midbar, there were a lot of rebel rousers, the Eruv Rav, the mixed multitude. They were complaining a lot, and we know Korach, there was Tatan, Abiram. They instigated against Moshe Rabbeinu and against Hashem. We know this very much so. So we know this thing. We know that there were problematic people over there. Also, furthermore, one time I heard from a rabbi that this heavenly bread, it would come on the doorstep of the righteous straight away. Wherever the righteous were dwelling inside the Midbar, inside the desert, it would rain straight down for those people. For the middle path people, they would be inconvenienced a bit and have to walk maybe half a minute or a minute or whatever it might be. And for the wicked people inside the Midbar, the rebel rousers, they would have to walk a tidy sum of time in order to get it. Okay, a bit of inconvenience. What's the problem? However, very much these issues, it exposed who the wicked people were inside the Midbar, who Hashem was not necessarily happy with. Because if someone that was righteous and it came to the doorstep, the people know this guy must be righteous. It's a good thing. And many people were righteous in the Midbar, inside the desert. We know that they were coming on, about to receive the Torah at Mount Sinai. The people on the middle path, they're a bit agitated. They need to work on themselves. But they were maybe exposed to some degree, so they might not have been happy. However, the rebel rousers, the wicked people that were inside the wilderness and were instigating and rebel rousing, their bread would come very far from their tent, and they would have to walk a dramatic amount of time. So it's not necessarily an inconvenience of them walking. They would be exposed to what kind of people they were, because everyone would know that these people are not righteous because they have to walk. So it could be that this bread It wasn't necessarily that they didn't find it tasty. They were fed up of people of this attitude where everything was being looked on to them. Every single measure, every single thing they did, it would get exposed at the end what kind of status they are in life. And we live in a world where nowadays many people say, no one's watching, we'll do what we want. We live in a very selfish generation. So many people, unfortunately, there's a lot of kindness and a lot of chesed going on and a lot of good going on in the world, which people get rightly praised for. However, unfortunately, there's a lot of selfishness in this world. There's a lot of cheating going on in business, in relationships, in marriages, and everything else. And people will take the attitude, no one's watching, I can do what I want. Who cares? However, there's someone always watching. We've got the Almighty watching, God Hashem. Every single step we do, Hashem is watching us. Every single thing we do, we've got the choice where if we want to do good, Hashem will guide us to it. And even if we might not think the results might be good from it, we still have Hashem guiding us if we are doing good. However, at the same time, when individuals might be doing bad, or whatever it is, there's someone watching, that Hashem is watching afterwards. So we could choose what we want to do over here. We could have emunah and faith like the righteous Jews had inside the Midbar and believe in Hashem. Hashem is everything from Hashem. Or we could connive, we could cheat, we could do dog-eat-dog world over everybody else. And unfortunately, that may lead to the downfall in one shape or form of that person. We know that we live in a generation where so many people, unfortunately, suffering from depression, from all different problems and all those things. The thing that will bring the true simcha on the person is if they keep the mitzvot and do the ratzon of Hashem. Even if they might not get the desired result that they want, it is that they know they've got Hashem on their side. They're part of the team of Hashem and everything else. Guys, I want to wish you all an awesome Shabbat Shalom U'Barach, and you all be blessed. And let's all of us, do the ratzon of Hashem. I'd like to dedicate this Torah to me. I wasn't so well last week. I had a bacterial infection, so a bit of pain inside the body. And Bezrat Hashem, I'm going to have a full hour ASAP to continue with my ratzon, doing my work and avodat Hashem. And guys, have a great Shabbat and enjoy. Bye.